Yay! Hello,
Hello.
everybody, to the Totally Not Part 1, Take 2, because I fucked the audio up.
I may as well introduce myself because
Oh,
I'm
that's right,
Nick.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I don't
No,
recall
we
introducing
did
myself
no
last time.
introductions, and Sam was going just weird and rather insensitive.
Uh, but yes, I will probably say insensitive things in the course of this playthrough. I've played through all lines but this one. So, I know the characters and all that. So if you're easily offended, you're probably in the wrong place.
But we're not rude, insensitive people.
I swear, my mum says I'm nice.
Yes. But anyways, I'm James. Hello, everybody.
This is Katawa Shoujo.
Did you say
And
your name?
yes, no, I said my name was Nick. I
Ah,
told people that my name was Nick.
okay.
Although you might have been speaking at the time, so if you didn't hear me, my name is Nick.
Alright. Yes, this is our playthrough of Katawa Shoujo. Uh, but
Take two because James messed the audio up on the first part. So this is a wee while into the playthrough for us. We're coming back and restarting, so please don't get mad at us if we skip through the dialogue insanely fast. You should just play this game
yes.
and then read the dialogue at your own damn pace. Anyway, James, you have your coffee. I've got my Mountain Dew, so I can be properly MLG whilst playing this game.
I need more coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a rather
So
cute
this
romantic
is what,
photo.
the sixth time James and I have been through this dialogue at the start of the game. So we're not going to read this. We're just going to skim read it.
Wow, we'll take it nice. We'll take it slowish, and we'll usually stop because we'll start talking, and I'll forget to keep clicking.
Well, usually because we'll start talking shit, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
I have new news on the romantic front in my personal life. I recently got a Tinder, and it's making me feel like an utterly judgmental asshole.
Eh.
Like, there's a girl about my age who said, "Oh no, I've got a 9-month-old kid who's my absolute world." And I'm like, nope, not
Nope.
dealing with a person my age who has a kid already. God, I felt like a prick when I did that.
I just avoided Tinder completely and utterly.
Well, I mean, I'm a second year engineering student, so girls are few and far between. Not that STEM fields are inherently misogynist, it's just no girls seem interested. Girls are amazing. Like the girls in my classes tend to do way better than us boys anyway. So if anyone wants to
Hey,
cry misogyny because I'm doing engineering,
it's the relevant person to the story.
oh yeah, that's right. I want to say something right now, but it'll be spoilery.
No, this person is totally relevant to the story. Incredibly vital to the story, in fact.
Yeah, just not necessarily for the reasons that she as a character might want. I
Yes,
feel
your
my heart
heart
skip a
definitely
beat.
skips a beat there.
Yes, foreshadowing perhaps. It's funny, I've recently been taking a trip through the Studio Ghibli back catalogue, and I went there. They did a string of two or three serious romantic dramas.
Ah, poor Hisao, botching his attempt to be romantic and, not awful at this.
So yes, I'm kind of in a romance mood at the moment.
This is not a good game for that.
uh, I'm just jealous that Hisao has a girl who's attracted to him in some way. Yes. So yes, when he said his heart skipped a beat, he wasn't lying.
They,
You still there, James?
Yeah, I'm here.
Just making sure. I'm not even reading the dialogue.
I am. I'm reading dialogue because let's not make this god awful and actually interesting, okay?
Yeah.
Given it's a bit annoying that we've had to come back and re-record all of this, despite being two-thirds of the way through at this point.
At least.
Yeah, at least. So, cliche romantic, you make the first move situation.
Oh no, she made the first move. She put the note in the locker. Oh, she had a friend put a note in the locker.
You put it in the math book.
All right.
It's totally a relevant point, right?
Yes. Or perhaps it's foreshadowing to future events in some of the other storylines, given what he does after decides to do after school. That's totally a major point.
Oh yeah. Though the current flashing of the screen is a major point.
Yes, this is actually important. You haven't fucked up the audio, right? It's working
Oh,
properly,
I
isn't it?
really hope I haven't fucked up the audio. That would be really annoying.
Just go check right now, because if we have to go through this a third time, I'd rather find out now rather than 15 minutes
Well,
and like.
according to all the according to all the dancing bars on my screens, yeah, everything's recording.
So if I'm talking right now, it's working and
Yep,
dance and the bars
yep.
are moving on your screen.
All right,
That's
and
good.
emotions
So
save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they've been stretched beyond breaking point.
yeah, that's not good, Hasal. That's really not good.
Sal? I reach up, trying to massage my throat, but only to send spikes of blinding pain along my arms. Sal? My whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which shoot open in terror.
Should I do my Batman voice?
Sal?
Hasal! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. Because I'm totally taking this seriously right now.
Oh yeah,
No,
we
I
actually
won't
do
do
take
that.
this. We despite yes, we're taking this seriously right now.
You know, the seriousness comes later. Once we've got past the points we've done 5 or 6 times.
This would be the 7th time at least we've done this.
Yeah.
I think it's the 8th for me because one of the lines just didn't save.
And it still hasn't according to a title screen.
Mm.
But yes. Hasao just legitimately had a heart attack. And we get our first cinematic. I'll shut up for this. He says whilst talking over it.
Yeah.
Dramatic shot of an electrocardiogram. Sound fades into the background as it shows the saline drip. Or at least I assume that's a saline drip.
Yes, but so for everyone out there that's currently watching, Katawa Shoujo is a visual novel game developed, produced, and all that by 4 Leaf Studios. It's, for those that don't know, it was a project that started in the early 2000s by 4chan.
Predominantly the anime board, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. And it took them the better part of, I think, 10 years from the initial idea, but about 5 years, but about 5 years of actual work. After, I think it was about 2007 or 8 they properly started.
Yeah, and 2012, I think, was when V1.0 came out. There are some beta versions floating around on the internet, which we intend to play once we've finished this line.
Yep.
Should we say whose line this is?
I
guess no. We can wait until the characters are introduced. I guess.
Yep.
So that they know who we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a bit because given there's what 8 or 9 characters in this game that you regularly interact with,
and a total of 5 you can romance. We'll wait until the characters show up before telling you who the planned object of our affections will be.
Yes, Though I'm pretty sure if you include that one line, there's 6.
Yes, but no one wants to talk about that.
No.
No one wants to talk about him.
But apart
You
from
will
that
be
one
introduced
scene,
soon enough. Viewers, you will be introduced soon enough.
yeah.
Parents were hit harder than I was. I can't say I can relate to that terribly much. Then again, I guess my dad is a doctor. So when it comes to my own personal injuries, he either laughs it off or applies sympathy where appropriate, as much sympathy as needed,
Hmm.
is how he puts it.
But then again, being a doctor, he'd have some, at least you'd hope, training and not being an ass in certain situations.
Exactly. I mean, we know each other. Because he's my dad, we know each other well enough that when he laughs his ass off because I've come off my bike and I think I need stitches, it's because he loves me. And he's probably trying to get me to see the funny side of it. And in hindsight, I do see the funny side. It was hilarious. Should I tell the story? It's a bit long. And yeah, basically, I was riding home from school for the first time in a long time since getting my driver's license. Fell over, ended up splitting my chin open, and then decided to ride another 6Ks home because I didn't feel broken enough. Got home, had a shower to clean my grazes and all that. Then after the shower, I looked in the mirror and noticed a gaping hole in my chin that shouldn't have been there. So I ring my dad, who is a doctor, and say, I think I might need to come see you in at work, Dad. I've injured myself. And then he gets me to drive myself into hospital where he stitches me up. Because he's a doctor, I get to skip all the queues, which is really handy.
Well,
But yes,
I guess
that dialogue we just read was kind of depressing about how Iwanaka was the last to stop visiting.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying before I interrupted?
Well, I don't know. The only time I've ever had to go to, no, I've been to an A&E twice. Once was when I was really young and I shoved Smarties up my nose, and I actually
Well done.
partially suffocated myself and had breathing problems.
Well done.
And the other time was a misunderstanding with a large individual who thought I was trying to break into his car. For the record, I thought it was my mate's car. He asked me to get some stuff out of it. Just so happened the car was in the same place and the same make as the one that he had, but he gave me the wrong floor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's some pretty rubbish luck.
Yeah, that was some real rubbish luck.
Did you? What ended up happening? Did either of you get in trouble?
Nah. Well, the other guy took off, and because I explained it, appropriately to the cops and said, yeah, I got the wrong car. I thought it was my mate's one. Every time they asked me over the next 6 hours, they were just like, all right, you legitimately buggered up and you admitted to going into someone else's car.
Whoops.
But seriously, it's one of those things where I realized I did wrong. I turned around and said, yeah, I did it. And I didn't actually take anything from the car. And the cops were just like,
Yeah, it's these things happen.
yeah, but ooh. Yeah, we're learning a bit about Hasal's book habit.
That's right.
We should probably talk about this, given this is totally part one, this is part one, and we should probably be explaining some of it and talking a bit more about it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Hisao develops a serious book habit because life in hospital is boring, believe it or not, when you're stuck there for over 4 months. I couldn't even cry.
I'm pretty sure that's something that comes up in a couple of the lines.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed though about myself is I almost never cry. Don't know why. Didn't
Yeah.
even cry when my cat died. Maybe I have some kind of mental problem. Who knows? But yes, it's a big occasion. Everyone seems excited, and Hasao needs to find out what they're excited about.
Well, given the situation, I'm pretty sure anything could be classified as rather exciting at this point.
Yeah, fair enough. So many drugs. How is he supposed to react to quinidine, feldopine, insomnia, hypertension? That's not a medication. That's a ventricular fibrillation. That's the fancy name for a muscle spasm in the heart. I know that because my dad's a doctor.
Yes,
Uh,
yeah.
That's interesting though. I'm playing the game on my own laptop whilst sharing screens on Skype with James,
Yeah.
and I'm getting different random words to him.
Okay, so there must be. It must just have just a pool of them somewhere in the script that just gets dragged on screen.
Yeah, it's it's not a pre-rendered cinematic or something. Interesting.
That is actually interesting.
But yes. That would be kind of fucked about. Oh yes, hang on. Here's the big announcement. The big announcement.
Well, I think he's acting rather appropriately given he just got told, yeah, you can't go back to your old school.
Fair enough, but you know, this is kind of the setup for the whole premise of the game.
Yeah, it is, but
Shut up, Hasao. This is for the greater good. You obviously know this. It's for the greater good of the storyline that you go to Yamaku Academy, where they take all the disabled students in Japan and then shove them up a mountain where no one can notice them.
Yep.
But yes, he's basically been told he's disabled. And I'm willing to bet they'd probably weigh heavily on someone.
But he does make a good point about the free aspect here, where it's 24-hour nursing staff and a hospital is a selling point.
In the words of Team America, freedom isn't free. It costs a hefty fucking fee. If everyone puts in their $1.05 though. Team America, good movie.
It has its points.
Then again, I guess I'm kind of biased because I loved the original marionette Thunderbirds as a kid.
Even then, I don't know. I enjoyed it, but it's not exactly a movie I'd go back and watch again.
Yeah, but I just love the whole the thing, just seeing the marionettes from Thunderbirds more or less, and having them do disgusting and fucked up things.
That Yamaka was being referred to as an opportunity, like it's some great event.
Yeah. This house going through some pretty, in their own sort of way, the way he fucking worded that. All the students here are pretty active in their own way.
Yeah.
I'm getting a pretty condescending vibe out of this, and Hasao knows it.
Hasao isn't dumb, that's for certain. He's well aware of the fact that they're pretty much going, we're shunting you over here because you're broken.
Lots of interesting themes though develop around the whole disability, you know, and how that shapes you as a person. You know, there is one girl who's very, very much shaped by her disability in more ways than one.
Wait, which one? There's like, you know...
The shy one.
Oh, the shy one, yeah. well, I get the feeling that you could say that there's at least 3 girls who have been shaped by the disability. You
Yeah.
got to
Oh,
tell me that those other
in
two
terms of
aren't shaped.
physically altering them, there are 3 girls who are visibly physically altered. Maybe 4, depending on one of them. How you count one of
Well, the
them.
fourth one isn't only shows up very briefly.
Yeah, fair enough. And she only shows up in one line.
Hmm.
But at least Tasao is seeing some sort of positivity in this, the whole concept of, this being a clean slate and a new start.
Hmm. Though the amount of venom in the writing whenever he refers to the school at this point's interesting.
Mm. Given how much his outlook changes over the course of every line, and all in different ways too.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's the prologue done with.
Yep. Prologue done.